Came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly.
Hey guys, this is Kayla. Today I just wanted to go over one of my most commonly asked questions, and that question is about brushes. So I always get asked, what kind of brushes should I use? What types of hairs? Where do I use it? How do I use it? What do I do with it? I get asked so many questions about brushes. So I just wanted to do a little video on what I think about brushes and what is the essentials for an essential everyday, what you should have in your bag for brushes. So to start out, the number one brush that you need in an essential kit would be a foundation brush. So the reason why I do recommend a foundation brush over your hands or over sponges is because, well, with sponges, they do absorb quite a bit of product. So you're not only using your sponge to apply it to your face, but it's actually being also absorbed into the sponge, meaning that you're losing quite a bit of product. In the long run, they can also be expensive, especially because they're non-reusable and they do hold quite a bit of bacteria. Secondly, with the hands, you can definitely use your hands to do your foundation. Sometimes I even find it easier. You do want to make sure though that your hands are completely sanitized and freshly washed. And then with that, I do find it hard though sometimes to get that nice airbrush finish to your foundation by using your hands. So with that being said, my favorite foundation brush that's my everyday would be this one here. I love a dual fiber brush. So this one's dual fiber. It has natural hairs, that's the black part, and then the white is the synthetic. What I like about this brush is that I will use it in the morning with my moisturizer, and I just buff it into the skin, and then I'll go right on top with my primer, and then after my primer, I'll dip it right into my foundation, buff it all over, and then a powder on top. The reason why I like this one is because I can use it with not only a liquid, but with a powder as well. Meaning that it's nice and quick in the morning and I'm not having to worry about using separate brushes for separate products, and I can just use this one for everything. And on the plus side, it's super soft, and so I feel like it's not tugging or pulling at my skin. So this one's great for a nice airbrush finish as well. So this would be my number one. A lot of people I've noticed have in their bag a foundation brush that looks similar to this. So it's synthetic. Now I do like these ones as well. If I'm just doing a little bit of makeup, I just like to start in the center and lightly work out my foundation. I do find that these ones for myself can streak a little bit. But overall, they're not bad. So I do like this one as well. Next for an essential brush, I really like a powder brush. So that could be for powder foundation, that could be for your blush, anything that you would use a powder for, you're gonna need a powder brush. So a powder brush looks something like this. It's usually nice and fluffy. A decent size, so you could do it all over the face if you needed it to, or on the cheeks if you want to do a little bit of blush. My number one favorite for powder for myself is this one here. I like this one because it's nice and compact. So it's small, and you get a nice amount of coverage with it, depending on what you're using it for. So this one is more of like a contour brush if you want to do blush or a contour in a certain part of your face. This one's perfect because it's nice and small, so you're able to get that exact placement. So this one is my number one go-to for a powder brush. Next, for the eye area, everybody asks me this: what brushes can you use on your eyes? So even for a day look or a night look, I think that every girl or guy in their essential brush kit should have a fluffy brush. So this one here, it's a little firm, but it definitely has this nice diffused finish to it. This is perfect for in the crease, if you don't want any hard lines. If you just want to blend something out, you're going to need a fluffy brush. Anything that's small and compact is not going to give you nice diffused, a nice diffused makeup look. It's going to be hard and harsh. So this one here is one of my favorites, and it's just nice and tapered. Great for blending, so everybody should have a blending brush. The next one for the eye area is this one here. So as you can see, compared to the blending brush, it's thinner, it's shorter, and it's definitely more compact. So this one here would be if you were trying to apply a color to the lid area like this. What that's going to do is it's going to give you a great amount of color and because it's so compact. So I recommend this one if you want a color on the lid, and then your blending brush, so this one here, fluffy, in the crease for a nice diffused look. So I think everybody should also have a compact brush and a blending brush for the eye area. Now one of the last ones for an essential kit would be this one here. So this one here is an angled brush. What I like about the angle brush is that it has dual purposes. I use my angle brush in my brows to get nice defined lines in the little arch. I also use it for my eyeliner, like this, and underneath the eye as well. So an angle brush is beautiful just because it has that fine tip to the end of it, so you're able to get defined, sharp lines, especially if you're going to do like a cat eye or something. Other than that, I would say that those are just going to be your basic, everyday brushes. So I'll go through them again. So from your foundation, I like the dual fiber just because of its multi-purpose. This kind of brush is okay as well. A lot of people prefer this one, and that's just for smoothing out your foundation and making it even all over. So either one of these would be a good option. Next, a blush brush, so something for, well, a powder brush, something that you can use to set your foundation with a powder all over the face or on the cheek area. So anything that's super fluffy is going to work fantastic. For myself, I do like something a little bit more compact just because I like exact placement. Next, for the eye area, we just went over, so a fluffy brush. That's just for any areas that you want to blend out and you don't want to be harsh, as well as a compact brush. So what the compact brush is going to do is it's going to place an exact amount of product onto the area. So it's not going to be blended, it's not going to be diffused, it's going to be intense. So even though it's going to be a more intense color, doesn't mean you can't use it every day. So you could still use this with a beautiful light highlight color. You could even pack it onto the brow bone here or on the lid. And lastly, one of my favorites, we have an angle brush. So the angle brush is great because I like it because it's multi-purpose. So it's great for the brow area as well as eyeliner. And yeah. Those are just a couple brushes that I think that are essential if you are planning on building a brush kit. And so yeah, if anybody has any more questions, please, please, please let me know. You can follow me on my Facebook page, so that's www.facebook.com/Kayla Sullivan Makeup, as well as my YouTube channel. So yeah, have a great day, everybody. See you later.
Came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to